This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Let's go home! Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen! Let's go home! Let's go!
One last thing for you. Tell them to bring me my money.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
What's wrong with you?
Anyways,
All right.
NFL. We just talked about college football. And if you didn't know anything about college football as of late, it's been freaking crazy. A lot of it's going down. Tennessee beat Bama. Goalposts are stolen. They're probably in the Atlantic Ocean by now. We should have put a tracker on them. Tennessee might not have goalposts for the UT Martin game. We'll never know. Or we will know in like a few days. Anyways, college football is crazy. You know what else has been crazy? The NFL, the National Football League, aka the No Fun League. I think it is turning around. It's becoming more fun. Has been crazy this year. They're still the same. You know, the Texans suck. Of course. But the Giants, for example, are 5-1.
Dude, 5-1? Are you kidding
5-1
me?
New York Giants. Last year, the Giants were like 3-15, bro. The Giants were awful. They have Daniel freaking Jones as their quarterback, and they're 5-1.
Yeah. They're cracked. And not only are they 5-1, they're 5-1 against good
5-1.
teams.
Good teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Ravens, poverty, bro. The Ravens, we all thought Lamar was going for the MVP this season again, but Daniel Jones says otherwise. You know, they beat them out in a very close game. We had the Bills rematch the Chiefs from the championship AFC game last year. The Bills ended up getting revenge, which was nice to see. Let's see what else has happened. The Jets are on the rise. The Jets beat the Packers 27-10. Like, congratulations to the New York teams for an outstanding first half of the season.
Mr. Wilson.
Now the Lions, okay, we got to address the Lions here because the Lions, I still feel like they need some improvement, obviously. They're the number one scoring offense in the league, but they have the worst defense in the league, and it shows. They're only 1-4. They were only 1. They started the season 1-4. They should have gone 3-1. So the Lions, you know, I feel like there's a lot of improvement on defense to be made. I think their offense is pretty set, though, when it's not plagued with injuries. Amon-Ra St. Brown is literally him. He is insane. He's one of the best young receivers that are in the league right now. Let's see who else. What else has been there? I mean, there's been so much.
There really has. I mean,
let's see.
Let's just recap. So I have a list of the power rankings right now. Bottom 32, number 32 is the Carolina Panthers. I think it's pretty deserved. Rob Anderson's out. Baker Mayfield
feel like
sucks.
CMC needs to leave, bro.
Yeah, I think that whole team needs a complete revamp, new roster. Like, you know what I mean. They need to rebuild, tank for whoever they want to pick, in the draft, and they just need to rebuild because it's clearly not working with them. And then next you have the Houston Texans. They suck, but they always suck.
Hey, their running back though. Their running back, what's his name? Dameon Pierce, rookie. Bro, he is a stud. He is the center of that
one
offense.
bright
He
spot.
is incredible.
Davis Mills is incredibly mid. He's so mid.
Yeah.
But they're 1-3-1. You know?
Yeah.
Next, you have the Lions, like Andrew said. Great offense, horrible defense. Patriots, my team, did shut out the number one offense in the league, though. So, I don't know. But Jared Goff is not the answer. They need to draft a quarterback. I'm thinking someone by the name of Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think Bryce Young in Detroit would be sick, and I would probably become a Detroit fan. Because I really like Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Then you have the Commanders, which doesn't really make sense because they beat the Bears, but they're behind the Bears.
Well, these are the NFL power rankings, bro. These don't really mean anything. We're just
Good point.
recapping.
Yes. Wentz is out for a few weeks, which honestly could benefit the team. You never know. I don't really know who their backup is. It's not Heineke anymore, I don't think. But honestly, I think the Commanders are a quarterback away, at least on the offensive side. They've got a ton of weapons. Curtis Samuel, Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson. There you got two great running backs, maybe even 3 great running backs.
Yeah.
in that roster.
And speaking of which, I mean, fantastic recovery story from Robertson Jr. being shot in the leg and coming back to play in the NFL only 2.5 weeks later. That is just absolutely incredible. So huge props to him. And even though Washington's defense isn't even that bad, it's just they just need some improvements. And I think Carson Wentz needs to go.
Okay, so I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. Next, you have Chicago. Chirac, as I call it. Justin Fields.
I feel like his career is going to waste, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I think with a good O-line, he could actually show his talent because I do think it's there. But he really hasn't been all too impressive. But then again, he does not have a lot to work with. His best receiver is Darnell Mooney.
True.
So yeah. Then you have the Steelers. Yeah, Steelers, they beat the Bucks, but I honestly don't think I think the reason they beat the Bucks isn't because the Steelers are improving. I think it's because the Bucks it shows the flaws in the Bucks system.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm not
as a
high on the
Steelers fan, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about this because I usually go on side tangents whenever my team comes up because I get, pretty passionate.
Very passionate.
But the Steelers, man, we're one quarterback away from being good. I mean, seriously, like Mitch Trubisky can't get it done, and Kenny Pickett's just not experienced enough. And now he's out for a couple of weeks with a concussion. So, I will say, I think that Kenny led us to start to win that game. I was not expecting us to win that game, man. I really thought we were going to start 1-7 this year. That's what the projections were. I mean, we are just so bad. And I'm not used to seeing the Steelers struggle this much, so it's been a real pain. But Kenny Pickett has got to get more touches when he comes back. That's the only solution because our entire offense is so young, dude. We have Chase, Deontay, Najee Harris, Kenny Pickett. Our entire offensive line is new. Pat Freiermuth, our tight end, they're all young, so they have no experience. So we just need to get warmed up. Our defense is actually not that bad, especially with TJ. When he comes back, I think we'll be fine. But this first half of the season has been really rough. So hopefully we can get out of that patch here soon.
Next, you have the Cardinals. I think Cardinals also have a good team. Sadly, Marquise Brown might be out for the season. I have him on my fantasy team, so I'm really, really, really hurt by that.
Which I am whooping your butt right now in fantasy.
Okay, it doesn't help that my running back literally put up half a point.
Yeah.
Literally half a point. Every now and then, bro, in fantasy football, your team just sucks. Like, you can draft a good team, and every now and then, like, they just suck.
Underperform, yeah.
Like, what can I do about that, bro? I'm in 2 leagues, and I've lost both leagues the past 2 weeks.
I'm in 2 leagues. I'm going to be 2-4 in our league, like with the guys.
Yeah,
and then in my other work league, I'm gonna be 5-1. So yeah.
But yeah, Cardinals 26. I think it's pretty deserving. Then you have Cleveland, who I think is probably worse than the Cardinals, but their defense is 31st ranked and yards per play allowed. And they haven't played really anybody. Like, they played Joe Flacco, Mitch Trubisky, and Bailey Zappi, and Mayfield. So, yeah, Cleveland is horrible. They suck, like always. They have New Orleans. I don't think New Orleans is a good team either.
I think, again, with the Steelers, they're a quarterback away. I really do.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I don't think Jameis Winston's the answer. Andy Dalton certainly isn't the answer. But I'd probably honestly have Andy Dalton over Jameis Winston. People love Jameis Winston, but I just have never seen him. He's not that good. They need to draft a quarterback too. Hendon Hooker.
Dude, Hendon Hooker on the Saints would be awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Hendon Hooker, Saints, Bryce Young, Lions. That's my prediction. Then you have Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville honestly they're probably a quarterback away too ish. Maybe a little bit more. They might need a bit more. But Trevor Lawrence, he was hyped up to be a generational talent, and he's just not showing that. I mean, really, he's not that good. I'm sorry, Jacksonville fans.
Okay, I kind of disagree with you. I think he's showing signs of greatness. I think they just need to build around him more because they're not going to go draft another quarterback for T-Law.
They're going to stick with him for a while.
Like, he's good. He's a good player. He just needs a better team around him. But actually, Jacksonville, low-key, hasn't been doing that bad compared to last season. Like, they've made the improvements are showing. Now, are they perfect? Far from it, but they can still get it done. I mean, we have a whole rest of the season, so I think they can bounce back.
Next after them, you have Denver. I think Russell Wilson, bro. Why would you ever give someone a giant extension contract before ever seeing them play a snap? What goes through your mind? What goes through your mind?
Yeah,
I think
I don't know.
Russell Wilson was so clearly washed. It wasn't Seattle. He hasn't been really good since like 2018. 2019 maybe. Denver, quarterback away. LA or LV, Las Vegas Raiders. I think they really have a good team there. I really
Yeah, they
think
just something's wrong, bro. Something's off. Like they have such a good roster on
I
paper.
know they do. Derek Carr's a good quarterback. I like Derek Carr. Their defense is solid. I mean, it could be better, but it's solid. Yeah, defense is solid. Just Josh McDaniels, every single time he's tried to head coach, it just flops and he runs right back to New England and succeeds. Which, hey, if he wants to come back to New England, I'm perfectly fine with that. And honestly, I think that's the move because the Raiders are not looking good. They're not looking good.
No.
Then you have the Colts. They're 3-2-1. They're bad. I think the Colts are horrendous.
Yeah, I don't know how they
Somehow
have a
they're
positive record, bro.
I don't know, man. They suck. They really suck. Matt Ryan, like I think he's good still, but he's just not. Like he needs to retire. They need a new guy. Matt Ryan is not it. CJ Stroud. Next you have Seattle.
Geno Smith is him, bro.
Geno Smith is him, bro. Their defense is doing okay. It's only come up recently after the Legion of Boom era. The defense kind of had a sharp decline. It really hurt them because once the Legion of Boom kind of dispersed, it was pretty much just Russ Wilson, and he could not will that defense to championships like Tom Brady does. So the defense is on the rise. Geno Smith is playing well, better than everyone thought he would, and I think he really could be a competent starter in the NFL for a few years to come. DK Metcalf is playing good, and I think really all Seattle needs is just a little bit more help on defense and a little bit more weapons on offense.
I agree.
Then 18, agree. You have Miami, and all Miami needs is Tua back. Man, they're good.
Yeah.
Then you have the New England Patriots in 17. My squad, we played really good the past 2 weeks. Killed the Browns, killed the Lions. Here's the issue, though. Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones? What are we thinking here?
I got to go Bailey Zappi. Low key.
Everyone is hyping him up so much. But I definitely think Mac Jones is going to get the start when he comes back. Now we're going to see how he does because so far he is not having the best of seasons. No. He's not. Last year at this point in the season, he was playing a lot better. It could just be a sophomore slump. But, I mean, last year, it looked like he was the best quarterback from that draft class. And so far this year, it's really not looking like it. Yeah. The Patriots play the Bears. I think they're going to – Patriots are a dark horse playoff team. Kind of like they were last year, but even more of a dark horse because I think we are a bit worse this year. Just because Mac Jones isn't playing at as high of a level right now. And I don't think Bailey Zappi is him enough to push us to like a deep playoff run or anything like that.
Yeah.
Then you have Atlanta, which I think is complete bullshit. They suck.
Have we been watching the same Falcons team, bro?
Bruh. Mariota is not him, bro.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Playing
literally had him in
fantastic.
fantasy. He puts up like 3 points a week, and then the week I don't start him, he puts up 26. I don't want to hear it. I don't like the Falcons.
I think you're just salty because you don't know fantasy management.
Shut up. Shut your ass up.
All right.
What do you want me to do, bro? What do you want me to do? He puts up like 5 points a week continuously, so I bench him, and then he puts up 26. I'm not gonna
because he's him, bro.
No, I don't think the Falcons are that good. I don't think their rushing attack is very sustainable. And I think Mariota is good for like 5 games a year, and then he's going to be mid for the rest of the games. Then you have Tennessee. In the red zone, I think they're probably one of the best teams in the league. They have
Yeah,
Derrick
but their
Henry.
second half defense, man.
Yeah, I was about to get to that. Their defense and the third down conversion, horrible. They're continuously somehow like one of the worst teams in third down. Their defense also, like Andrew said, is not good. But I do think Tennessee is probably the best, not probably, definitely the best team in their division. And they're probably going to win and do have a high seed in the playoffs and then lose in the playoffs again. Then you have Green Bay. They suck. I feel like Green Bay sucks.
Yeah, they should be lower.
They should be definitely lower. And 14 is way too high. Aaron Rodgers. I can kind of see the writing on the wall. I think the prime of Rodgers is coming to an end.
Is over. Yeah.
And they just gave him a huge contract. So, well, oh well. They have New York. Zach Wilson is him, bro.
Him.
I freaking love Zach Wilson now. Like he's one of my favorite
Sauce
players.
Gardner, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's incredible. I think they really have a good team. Breece Hall is playing so good and definitely a contender for Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think the Jets are playing well, man. The Jets are a good team.
They're fantastic.
You have Los Angeles Rams.
Mid.
I'm gonna let you talk about the Rams because I have some opinions.
Well, the Rams for me personally, I just don't feel like they're as powerful, man. I really don't. I don't feel it. No,
I completely agree. I think Matthew Stafford kind of had, I don't know what's up with him this year. He's just not playing as well. Yeah. They don't have OBJ, and it's kind of showing. The run game isn't as strong as it was, and it's showing. Their defense isn't as good as it was, and it's showing. I think losing guys like Von Miller really hurt them. And I think they'd be even worse if they lost Aaron Donald, but luckily they managed to keep him. You have 11 is Dallas. Cooper Rush is playing really well overall. He didn't have the best game last night, but still, he's playing good. I think he could have a future as a starter for Dallas realistically if Dak comes back and doesn't get the job done. But I do think Dak is going to get the job done. I think Dak's their guy still. Then you have Tampa, and I think Tampa's way too high at 10.
Oh yeah. They suck, man.
They suck. Tom Brady should have retired last year. Really should have. It cost him his marriage. They have Cincinnati, and I think Cincinnati is pretty properly rated at 9. I think Joe Burrow is finally playing well. He wasn't playing that great at the start of the year. He is now. I think their offense is rolling. Defense is playing decent. And I think Cincinnati is pretty good team. Then you have the Chargers. I think Chargers are pretty fairly rated at 8. I'd say they're a strong team. Yeah. Defense is a little bit lacking. Justin Herbert, I think, really needs to prove that he can win playoff games this year, or at least make the playoffs this year. Then you have Baltimore. Baltimore is 3-3 right now, and I really think they're better than 3-3. But Lamar Jackson he can't finish games, and it's not just Lamar; it's the whole team. But we've seen they can't finish games. They've been leading big many times this season and then lost that game.
Yeah.
So I really think they need to work out their
second half play. Yeah, 100%.
Then you have San Francisco also at 3-3. And Andrew, I want you to talk about this one because I'm not.
They are rated way too high, especially after the Falcons loss, man. Like
because I haven't seen them play really.
Well, Debo and Brandon Ayuk had a very good game against the Falcons. He was on my fantasy team. He put up 26. He was really, really good. The San Francisco, man, is just so inconsistent. It's like hard to watch. Some games they look like that playoff 49er team, and then other times, man, they look like they're in the bottom 5. So to me, they should be like between 10 and 20, not top 10 on any level. I think there are many teams better than they are.
Me too. I do think Jimmy Garoppolo is a good starter. I don't think he's the franchise quarterback they need though.
No.
But I also don't think Trey Lance is. But Trey Lance is hurt right now, so it doesn't really matter. Then you have the Giants, 5-1. Somehow, I don't know how.
I think it's due to the coach, bro. Really.
They keep winning.
The coach is new. He came in and brought a new attitude to the New York Giants. He's fired up, he's passionate, and he knows how to run this team, clearly.
And I'm here
and they
with
know
it.
how to use Saquon. Saquon is finally back and healthy. Thank goodness. It is so exciting to watch him.
Bless up, bro.
Watch him ball out. And Daniel Jones, man, like, where did this explosiveness come out? He's Vanilla Vic, man. He's crazy. He really is.
Yeah, I mean they keep winning games. I don't really think they're that good of a team, but if they keep winning, I guess they are. Then you have Minnesota. They win barely, but they win, and winning's all that matters again. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback in a non-primetime game, which is going to be unfortunate for when playoffs come. But as long as they can avoid the spotlight, I think Minnesota can keep going. In 3, you have Kansas City, fairly rated. I think Kansas City is a strong team, like they always are. They have some defensive issues. Mahomes doesn't look as strong as he normally has, but at the same time, he's still Mahomes. He's still playing at an incredibly elite level and better than pretty much all but 2 quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Then you have Buffalo. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think the Kansas City Chiefs are a little overrated. We've seen, like, even the Colts beating them. I know it's early in the season, but I think the Chiefs aren't as powerful. Like the Rams, almost. They're just not as they don't have that oomph right now.
The oomph. Yeah, I agree. No oomph. Oomph is big.
I don't see them making the Super Bowl right now. I really don't. It's just we'll have to see. But the Chiefs are one of those teams where they're kind of iffy right now. So we'll see.
Next up, you have Buffalo. Josh Allen is insane. Generational talent. Could be the GOAT. Who knows? I like Josh Allen. He's a great quarterback. The Bills' defense, incredible. Bills' offense, incredible. In my personal opinion, they need to get Gabe Davis the ball more. Still incredible, though.
Yeah, give Gabe Davis the ball more. I
That's
have
what
him
I'm
on
talking
fantasy
about,
football,
bro.
man.
I have him on my team, my other league. Like, bro, yeah, I was hoping he would score, but at the same time, I was hoping he wouldn't score because it would help me, but also hurt me at the same time. So I was like,
dude,
anyway,
I mean, he still puts up like 20
plus
plus
17
points per game.
Every now and then
insane.
he'll have like a dry slump. Like I didn't start him like last week, and he put up like 5 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then number 1, no surprise, you have Philadelphia. I don't think anybody really saw Philadelphia being this good, but they are this good, and it's deserving. Their defense is playing incredible. Their offense is playing incredible. Jalen Hurts is him. Their wide receiver trio is probably second best in the league behind the Bengals. And they're rolling, man.
Yeah, their defense is incredible too.
Yeah.
We cannot count out for that defense. Their secondary, incredible. Their defensive line, very good. Their linebackers could use some work. The only thing that I've noticed about the Eagles is now they are undefeated. Jalen Hurts is on my fantasy team, man. He's doing fantastic. Miles Sanders is super underrated. Nobody talks about him, but the running back is incredible. It's just their second half play could use a little bit of work. The Eagles have come out strong every single first half, and the second half, especially the third quarter, they're doing really well in the fourth. But the third quarter, they let the game slip away a little, and I think that's their weakness. But if you can get that taken care of, man, the Eagles are a playoff team, and I think they are right now. They are just incredible. Sure, they've played easy teams, but like, what else are they supposed to do? I don't think this is like the 2020 Steelers, 11-0. I don't think this is the same thing. I think this Eagles team is actually like a true contender. They're good. They're good.
No, yeah, I agree. I think the Eagles are for real. I think they're legit. And I think they have legitimate Super Bowl chances. Andrew, give me your prediction right now for the Super Bowl.
Ooh, Super Bowl matchup. Let's see, man. That's tough. Right now, I'm gonna keep with the Bills. The Bills are gonna be in there for the AFC. But man, the NFC, I think it's gonna be either the Eagles. I'm gonna say the Eagles and Bills for right now. And I know that's like, oh, you're picking the number 1 and 2 team in the league. I mean, it's true that they're the number 1 and number 2 team for a reason. I'm gonna take the Eagles and Bills for now, and I think I'm gonna have the Bills come out on top of that game. I think the Bills are our Super Bowl winners.
I'm also going to take the Eagles and the Bills just because these 2 teams look the most dominant right now. It's clear to see that the 2 best teams in the league. I think you'd be kind of an idiot not to take those 2 teams. But some dark horses, I will say. The Baltimore Ravens, I think, are a dark horse if they can finish games. Miami, I think, is a dark horse if they can get Tua back.
Yep.
Well, when they get Tua back. And I think low key, if they can go back to how they're playing last year, the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Shiesty, they have a shot too. I think all's to play for. You never know. This season is crazy. Literally anything can happen. Josh Allen could go break his knee. I really hope he doesn't, but he could, and their season could be over. You never know. This is the NFL. It's crazy. It's a great season. 2022 so far for sports has been incredible, except for me. But other than that, 2022 so far has been a great year for sports. Only going to get better, and I'm very excited to see how the season plays out.
Yeah, and I am too. And I think another dark horse pick are the Giants. And the Jets.
I can't see it.
Jets. The Jets remind me of the Bengals last season. They really do.
You think Zach? I don't think Zach Wilson is him enough to get.
Hey, we'll see. Maybe
if the trophy was like a MILF, maybe.
They're dark horses for a reason.
Okay. No judgment, bro. No judgment.
So we will see. That's just a bold prediction. I'm just throwing it out there. I do believe in the Giants, though. But they do have the Eagles in their division, and that division is really competitive right now. So for once, I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth, but the NFC East is actually competitive.
Yeah, except for the Redskins, or not the I said the word.
Canceled!
Canceled! The football
canceled!
team. I'm the Commanders, the communists of the team.
But yeah, like Carter was saying, I am super excited to see how both the college and the NFL seasons wrap up. We haven't even talked about Formula One and Max Verstappen winning.
Verstappen won the title,
the world championship. So that'll be a separate video. I don't know if we're gonna record that tonight. I got the ACT tomorrow. I low-key got to get to bed.
Yeah, why aren't you studying for that joint?
Oh, I've been studying like for the last month, bro. I'm
better, bro.
Yeah.
I just took mine 36, 37 actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, I'll shoot for a 40.
Beat that. Not possible. That's not.
I will. Oh, really? Yep. I think it could be possible. We're the TDT podcast. We can do whatever we want.
Good stuff. I make my own rules.
That's going to wrap it up for this episode of the TDT podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Listen to me. Guys.
We'll catch you guys later. We promise to start uploading consistently more.
Promise to try.
We will. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye. Love you. Thank you. Bye. Good night. Have a great sleep.